It's Friday night. And live. On 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Perry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. It'll be the Heat off the tip. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Howard. Kemba Walker is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's McDermott. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Well, whenever Whiteside has a chance to dunk, man gon' dunk.
McDermott with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. The kick out to Walker. Shot clock at 5, and he's good on the 3-ball. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical, because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and you know, other guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority one.
And here's Dragic. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. And it's Dragic off the drive. Stolen by Walker. At the elbow, McDermott. Screen by Howard. Shot clock reset for Charlotte. Over to the wing. And Walker kicks to Howard. Walker against Dragic. Wade dishes to Walker. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. It's Dragic with the drive. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Up top, Walker. He's guarded by Dragic. They grab their own miss. The feet to McDermott. Charlotte moving it around. Wade passes to Walker. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Walker's got 8 points. Miami trails by 4. Whiteside is screen on Walker. Dragic. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Whiteside. Whiteside's got his second bucket tonight.
Not sure if physically you could put Whiteside's game in a nutshell. A guy who hustles and tracks down hard rebounds and then turns them into easy points for his team.
And the jam by Whiteside.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
And here's Dragic. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Waiters outside. Back to Johnson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Credit to Whiteside on the screen there. He really frees up the look for his teammate.
Screen by Howard. And Walker kicks to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Waiters gets a wide open look. And again, Miami with the triple.
And a cued in Hassan Whiteside on that play. Great at playing within the offense and then spotting the open man.
Back to Walker. In the corner, it's McDermott. Here's Howard. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Wade against Waiters. Back to Whiteside. Johnson, the pass to Whiteside. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Charlotte's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And Dwight Howard, the first pick overall in the 2004 draft. At his peak, he won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 3 consecutive seasons. And Brent, he's the only one.
I think you have to at some point just realize what it is that Dwight Howard has been for the length of his career. A lot of people had tremendous expectations that he was going to dominate offensively. It's just not been the case. He has led the league in rebounding 6 times. He's been an 8-time All-Star and will probably end up being in the Hall of Fame.
And here's Dragic. After Dwayne Wade hitting the 3, hits the 3-point bomb. And that's now 6 points for Dion Waiters.
Good job of using that screen. Waiters recognizes when to hesitate and when to speed up. Good instincts.
Back to Walker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. That's on Goran Dragic. Charlotte's shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
We all know it takes stars to win championships, Brent, but it also takes a lot of support. In your opinion, who are some of the NBA's better role players? Guys that don't have to be on the marquee, can be on the side, but still are contributors.
A couple guys come to mind, Kevin, and I'm thinking about last year, the way that Eric Gordon took the role of coming off the bench for the Houston Rockets and had a tremendous season for them. Kind of a selfless act for a guy who had started most of his career and was injury plagued. That opportunity, and maybe that selfishness had some karma behind it, and he had a great season. Another guy I would say is Cameron Payne, a guy that just has a great energy and a great spirit, looking for his opportunity, always excited to get to the game. But those are the kind of guys you need. Yeah. Energy, excited to be there, and every night are going to give it to you. And I'll throw Patty Mills in the mix as well. Those kind of guys with unbridled spirit, great role players to have.
Johnson outside. Pass to Whiteside. McDermott with a steal. Now Walker, 13 points in the game. The dish to Wade. Popped up there for Wade. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Miami trails by 3. Here's Delaney. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. They set the pick. The pass to McCaw. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Richardson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Charlotte leading by 3. Walker with it. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Sinks the triple.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Screen by Olynyk. Good ball movement here by Miami. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so here's Charlotte. 6-point lead. Outside, Walker. Ring shot on the way. Yep, that one goes in there. He has 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
Charlotte making some changes. Collins checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Williams in for Dwayne Wade. Miami trails by 8. Here's Delaney. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Diallo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Charlotte leading by 7. And here is Williams. Dishes to Collins. There's a screen by Williams. And a wide open look for Walker. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint.
3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Delaney. Here's the screen. Here's Olynyk. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Olynyk's got his first basket.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
Back to Williams. Pass to Collins. Williams a screen. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Now here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Olynyk up top. From outside the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
They set the screen. Williams kicks to Collins. Stripped away. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the 3 off target.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Here's Delaney. Kicks it to Olynyk for 3. He can't get that one. Charlotte leading by 7. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Williams. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pick. And he makes good on the layup. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Charlotte leads by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think? Charlotte leading by 9. They've got McCaw. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Diallo. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Delaney in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Green inside the three-point line. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Miami shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Richardson kicks to McCaw. Six to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
On the wing, Williams. Here's Collins. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Delaney, the pass to Olynyk. From deep, Richardson buries the long-range jumper. Richardson's got his first 3 points of the game. Charlotte leading by 7. Outside, Green. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Walker. Rebound by Olynyk. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Screen by Olynyk. Pass to Richardson. Lets the 3 fly. And the Heat, another 3.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. And Brent, 14 years in the NBA, you spent about half your time on the defensive end. Of all the guys you were matched up against, who was surprisingly difficult to cover?
It's funny, Kevin, because a lot of coaches would tell you I did not spend half of my time on the defensive end.
Well, I know better. I know better.
Surprisingly difficult to stop, I would tell you, it would be Mitch Richmond. Many years in Sacramento, playing for the Kings. He was known as the Rock, and I can tell you why. Running into him and his physicality as a 2-guard was very, very difficult to stop. One of the game's greatest 2-guards.
Sturdy, wasn't he? He was thick. He was hard to move is what I think about.
He was very thick and physical, which was something that I was certainly not. And they also ran a myriad of screens for him on every possession. The most potent offensive player they had was Mitch Richmond, and they would get him open every time. So a very difficult cover for me.
This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Delaney. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right side a screen. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams a screen. Williams again. Waiters. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Teodosic. Rebound by the Heat.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Waiters.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
That's a bad turnover right there. But aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
Johnson kicks to Waiters. In the corner, it's Delaney. Right side a screen. Waiters dishes to Whiteside. And he hits it to tie the game up. Whiteside's got 10.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Got that one up quick.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Here's Delaney. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Johnson the screen. Waiters outside. Delaney the pass to Johnson. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. There's a screen. Now Bellinelli. From deep. Not going to go that time. And it's Miami the other way. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. Waiters inside the three-point line. On the jam by Whiteside.
Great to see Whiteside scoring at an efficient rate out there on the floor.
Williams again. Waiters. The tray. Here's Collins. The kick out to Williams. Tries again. Williams attacking. Teodosic the pass to Collins. Here's Bellinelli. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And finally they hit one. And Charlotte leads by 3.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Whiteside, the pass to Adebayo. Left side, Waiters. Out to the right wing. For the 3. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Miami. Outside, Williams. Passes it to Teodosic. Takes a 3. Again, Williams missing.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
The former 6th man of the year in 2015, Lou Williams, can fill it up in a hurry.
Sweet Lou. I mean, he is a terrific shooter. Uses that fadeaway to create some space, and he has really become a master at getting himself to the free throw line. He excels in this role in terms of creating efficient offense off the bench.
Stolen by Waiters. Johnson outside. Right side a screen. Johnson inside. Bellinelli is covering. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. So often nowadays in transition, Brent, we'll see a guy get to the rim, then kick it out to someone standing at the three-point line. What's your feeling on that?
Kevin, who's at the three-point line?
Well, let's say Brent Barry's out.
I'm more than okay with that. You know, some of the guys, Kevin, in the new age are running to the three-point line, and as the ball gets to the rim, yeah, the modern-day fast break is not your classic 3-on-2, and we're going to take the wings coming in, and we're going to feed one guy for a layup. That first available wide-open three-point shot, whether 2 seconds into the possession or 12, is something coaches are willing to live with.
Problem is, though, sometimes that big wants to run and does run, but you don't reward him, and then maybe they don't run the next time down.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have a big guy working that hard. Problem is, in today's game, some of those big guys are also running to that three-point line.
You're exactly right. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Nice jump shot. Good. Dragic has got the lead up to 2 now for Miami. Wade kicks to Howard. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Whiteside, a screen on Walker. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
There's a screen by Williams. And Walker kicks to Williams. He dishes it to Wade. Over Whiteside. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Well, Heat leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by White. Whiteside.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To the wing on the left. Howard kicks to Walker. And he converts the layup. Walker's got 18 points in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Johnson the screen. Waiters. Rebounded by McDermott.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Miami's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Dragic the pass to Johnson. There's the pick. Right side a screen. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Howard's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside, Walker takes a 3. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Dragic kicks to Waiters. 3-pointer. The Heat keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Walker with it. 18 points for him. Out to Wade. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's Dragic. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Shoots from the baseline. And no good trying to get that one. It's been all about Hassan Whiteside for Miami. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Back right after this. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. Charlotte trailing. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Kemba Walker. He's out there with Dwayne Wade. Howard is out there with Doug McDermott. 5 to shoot for the lead. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Dragic with it. He's picked up by Walker. Dragic dishes to Waiters. Over Wade. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Waiters got the first bucket of the 3rd here for the Heat. Now here's Walker. He feeds it to McDermott. He kicks to Wade. Over Johnson. Headshot off. And Miami the other way now. And Waiters has it in the corner. And it's Waiters again missing. Charlotte trails by 3. Now Wade. 8 points for him. Here's Walker. Back to Wade. Shoots over Dragic. Another miss by Wade.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. McDermott with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Walker. He's got 18. Cleaner from distance. And good as it rattles through the hoop. Walker's got 20 points.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
Outside Dragic. And count it from 19 feet away. Dragic has got 6.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Charlotte moving the ball around. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. For Charlotte, they had gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the free throw, no good.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Eric Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
Pocket 2. Whiteside, no good.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And Brent, I was looking up what you said about Spoelstra and his multiple NBA titles. Less than 15 coaches ever have done that.
I mean, you're an incredibly special coach to be on that kind of list, and you feel like Eric Spoelstra doesn't quite get the recognition from the general NBA public, certainly amongst the coaching ranks. These guys look at what Eric Spoelstra was able to do with that roster and marvel at the young guys' efforts and exploits during that time.
Walker against Dragic. Waiters for 3. Here's Adebayo. Dragic with a wide open look. Here's Whiteside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know, he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
Well, with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone the way he goes about defending the rim. It's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
And mostly with Whiteside on the offensive end, he's there to clean up the misses or finish a play with a dunk.
And the footwork of Whiteside continues to improve. He does a really good job of shielding the ball when stepping through towards the rim and gets himself in great position to collect lobs when the guys on the perimeter find some space in the gaps. And that's a huge target to throw the ball up to.
Charlotte trails by 7. Walker with a screen for Williams. Screen by Howard. Right wing. Walker goes in. Inside. And Howard with the stuff.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Back to Delaney. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. And the Heat lead by 8. For Charlotte, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. They set the pick. He's guarded by Waiters. Count that bucket. 12 points for him.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Delaney. Right side a screen. Waiters for 3. Kept alive. Right side the pass to Waiters. Back to Whiteside. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Outside, Walker. That shot off. Well, he'd go the other way with it. Here's Delaney. Johnson dishes to Whiteside. Howard with the steal. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Charlotte trails by 6. McDermott with the screen for Williams. Feeds to McDermott. And it's Walker, top of the key. The dish now to Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Walker. It's stolen. Here's Delaney. Guarded by Walker. Delaney kicks to Diallo. And the pass to McCaw. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Walker in the post. That's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Charlotte calls timeout.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Miami leading by 6. Here's Delaney. Now the feed to Olynyk. Shot to stop the drought. He lays it in. Olynyk's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
And among 7-footers, Olynyk is in the conversation for best ball handlers. He's that good.
Howard, the pass to Lamb. Picked away. And here they come. Olynyk has the open look. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Olynyk's got 10 points.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Lamb dishes to Bellinelli. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back to Delaney. Dishes to Olynyk. The 17-footer will not go. This is off the front iron. Teodosic, the pass to Lamb. They swipe it. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Yep, that one goes.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Miami making a change here. Dragic has checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Richardson.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
And Lamb kicks to Collins. Pass to Bellinelli. There's the pick. To halt the run. Kept alive by Charlotte. Pass to Collins. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Dragic kicks to McCaw. 5 to shoot. Knocks down the step back Jay. And the Heat lead by 14.
And that paints a pretty good picture as to why the lead is as big as it is right now.
Teodosic, the pass to Collins. Screen by Howard. And a wide open look for Lamb. Off target from 3-point range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
McCaw kicks to Diallo. And the basket by Olynyk.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Kicks it to Howard. Passes it to Lamb. Here's Teodosic. Lets it go with a 3. Howard kicks to Collins. Second chance shot. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Now the pass to Diallo. Dragic with it. He's got 6. Olynyk sets a screen for Dragic. And the Heat, another 3.
Once Dragic gets around the pick there, he catches the ball and lets it fly. Love the energy and admire the confidence.
Howard up on top. Now here's Lamb, guarded closely. To end the run, pass to Teodosic. He dishes it to Lamb. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot out of it.
He kicks it to Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. And so it's Miami with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Heat leading by 19. Dragic is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Johnson. And it's Adebayo in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Whiteside. Good D by Howard. Here's Charlotte now. Teodosic, the pass to Howard. Here's Teodosic. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closely. Waiters right side. Teodosic grabs the miss. Teodosic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Outside, Walker. Offline with his 3. And for the Heat, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Dragic against Walker. Right side a screen. He used that pick just right. And that's 12 points for Dion Waiters.
Well, some of Waiters' most efficient numbers come when he's in catch and shoot opportunities.
Brent, when we look at some of the classic rivalries between teams, they don't always look as emotionally charged nowadays. Is there a way you think to get that back?
Well, the first thing I do, Kevin, is not try to manufacture anything. The second thing I would avoid is please don't bring up the Lakers-Celtics rivalries in the 80s. And the last thing I would make you conscious of is the fact that, look, players are moving around so often that it's hard to get years and years of the same matchup with the same guys on the roster. Now, look, accept the competition for what it is. And if we get another one where teams are facing one another more often, then let's enjoy it for what it is.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Walker. Out to Wade. Puts up a 3. They get it again. The dish to McDermott. Good on the triple.
You want to pressure up on McDermott even when he doesn't have the ball. That time when he caught it, ready to shoot.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Whiteside. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Clock at 4. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop.
And when Wade gets out on the break like that, he can still definitely rise up to the rim.
Dragic, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Dragic. Lets it go with a 3. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Waiters.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
And here's Walker outside.
And in the first half, they had some success from beyond the arc, but that hasn't been the case since halftime. That shot has dried up.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. If you ever did decide to go into coaching, Brent, Would you also like to be the general manager to ensure you have the players you really want to coach?
Well, I'd also like a new car and a Learjet, Kevin. If I could get those two, I'll try my best. But
I hear you. I know.
I really think that relegating that role to somebody else that you can be on the same page with is the best way to go. It's a fresh set of eyes.
That's the key. I totally agree.
Fresh set of eyes, and they have the time to devote to what your team and your roster is going to need, while you make sure you're developing the roster yourself. So I think having a general manager do his job and a coach do his job might be the way that I would prefer to do things, although we've seen other guys have success in both roles.
Miami leading by 21. Johnson outside. To the middle. And Waiters has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Wade with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Walker to the inside. Howard. That misses off the backboard.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, there are numerous ways to build a lead, but owning the glass may be one of the best.
And here's Dragic. Back to Johnson. Puts up a three. Rebounded by McDermott.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Howard with this screen on Dragic. Walker's shot is off.
Man, if he's missing those kind of good looks, his team is in some serious trouble.
Waiters outside. Over Wade. Tries again. And the bucket counts. Three-point chance here.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Free throw, good, Whiteside.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Walker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. They get Hassan Whiteside. So, Brent, less than 0.1% of NBA fans bother to vote for the All-Star game. Do you think the league should devise a different way to choose the players for that big mid-season event?
I'd really like, again, this is an area, Kevin, that the league has done a great job of being a bit progressive with the way they've changed the All-Star balloting. 50% of the vote now going to the fans, 25% to the players, and 25% to the media. It's a way to make sure that guys who are having tremendous seasons are recognized both by their peers and their media rather than the fans getting ahead of some marketing scheme. So this has been addressed.
Perfect. Howard kicks to McDermott. Dragic against Wade. Out to the right wing. Feeds it to McDermott. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And it's 6 points for Doug McDermott.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Passes it to Adebayo. Waiters dishes to Whiteside. Over Howard. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
You can't allow Whiteside to get the basketball inside the paint like that. He is lights out from that close.
Yep, it counts. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this? Loves to attack the rim.
And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. They set the pick. The pass to Adebayo. Johnson the screen. Here's Dragic from outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hey, Brent, when you look at the All-Star balloting, it's amazing how many worthy point guards have to be left off the roster. How'd the league end up with so many great players at that position all at once? It's an amazing story.
It has been an incredible crop. I mean, really the golden era of point guards. And the one guy who I feel really badly for over the course certainly of the last 5 or 6 seasons is one Mike Conley. Any coach in the league would take Mike Conley at the drop of a hat, yet he's dealing with, over the course of his career, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Chauncey Billups, Chris Paul. Should I go on, Kevin? It is a very, very tough position.
Those names, it says it all. On the free throw, no good.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwayne Wade. At the line for 2. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And both free throws good from Whiteside.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Collins, a screen on Waiters. No good on the shot.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Cody Zeller. Brent, if your team won't be competing for a championship, talk about the balance between giving your first-round picks or young players the playing time they need to develop against making them earn their minutes. That's a very fragile movement back and forth.
I agree, Kevin. Such a tight rope to walk because you don't want to upset veterans on your team who still want to go out and compete on a nightly basis. And you also want to make sure that your rookies just aren't opening the door for them to go out and do whatever it is they want to do on the floor because of your team's situation. So I think that's where the communication between the coach and the staff and how it is that the player is developing, you just don't dole out the minutes for that player's progression.
Waiters outside. He feeds it to Whiteside. Dishes it to Johnson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. For the Heat, their last game, a loss to Charlotte. T-Wade on the wing. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Tries again. And the shot no good, a bit short. And Miami shooting 40% in the 4th. Johnson kicks to Waiters. There's a screen. And it's Waiters again missing.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Wade with it, and it's Waiters picking him up. Clock at 6. Wade has the open look. Kept alive by Charlotte. Here's Teodosic. He's guarded by Dragic. And that one's good, Teodosic.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
We've got 1:23 left here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Adebayo. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. 16 feet away. Misses off the left iron. Charlotte shooting not great, 40% for the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these 2 teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
He hits both from the stripe. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Delaney. Now the feed to Olynyk. And that one hits back iron.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Delaney. Screen by Olynyk. There's a good screen. Delaney. Zeller. Off target. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.